a little bit. You are the second guest I've had on my show that was let go by the Pope. What reasons, if any, did he give for you being let go?
Really, there were a lot of things discussed, and when I met with the nuncio, he had a few pages of concerns that were raised. None of them were really highlighted as the reason. And frankly, the diocese was in good shape financially. We had good numbers of seminarians in formation to be priests. We had parishes building churches. So I think a lot of the criteria that would usually say, oh, there are problems with the administration that this bishop is taking care of this diocese. Really, Jeremiah, I think it comes down to, as you sort of introduced our conversation this morning, my standing for the biblical truth, what we call the deposit of faith in the Catholic Church, my standing for these unchangeable truths became in conflict with a lot of things that are being promoted by the Vatican and by members of the hierarchy of the Church. Certainly not just Pope Francis, but others as well are making statements of the, same-sex couples being blessed and those kinds of things, even questions about ordination of women that has never been part of the tradition of the Church. All of the questions that are, boiling in our society, the Church, I believe, has to be very clear in her tradition in these truths that don't change. Instead, there are many in the hierarchy that are saying, oh, well, maybe it's time for these things to change. That's not what the scriptures say. And I often go to Paul in Galatians, where he says, neither I nor an angel from heaven can come along with a new gospel. And if someone attempts to, let them be anathema. Those are some of the strongest words of St. Paul, saying the gospel is a permanent truth revealed by God. It's not something that we formulated as human beings. If it was, I guess you could legitimately say, well, we made it up so we can change it. That's not our faith. We believe that God has revealed this truth, and Jesus Christ is truth incarnate. He's the face of the truth that's been revealed. And really, Jeremiah, I think I come in conflict with too many Catholics, I presume other Christians as well, but Catholics and even prelates or ordained bishops and priests and deacons. I'm sure there's some that really have a different view of what our faith is than what the biblical deposit of faith, the magisterial record of the Church says. This faith, the belief that we have, is not debated by society. It's not changeable. It's not something democratically voted in or out. It's a truth. Yes, we're called to a deeper understanding. The truth isn't going to change. We can know it more deeply, but it's the same truth that it's about us discovering. And the scriptures tell us very clearly that we're not going to discover a truth that contradicts the truth that was known 1,000 years ago or 1,500 years ago or 2,000 years ago. The truth is revealed by God. God is love. God is beauty. God is truth. He sent his son, and to come to know him more deeply doesn't mean that we're going to find out, oh, well, the Church has been wrong for 2,000 years. And these teachings about who we are, created male and female, as Genesis says, what marriage is between a man and a woman for life open to children, those basic truths are not going to change any more than 2 + 2 = 4 is going to change. Because It's about discovering the truth that is outside us, that in a sense we can say truth created us because God is truth and he created us. It's about discovering God more deeply and not deciding we can change it, because it's kind of inconvenient or uncomfortable to be challenged by the truth.